back, everyone, to my weekly series where I introduce you to new games to check out on Roblox. This is episode number 32, so if you are new to the series, there are 31 other episodes. You can go check those out on the top right or in the link in the description. I don't know what people are complaining about with Roblox being boring and such. I mean, yeah, it does get a little boring sometimes if you don't find the game that you like to grind. But dude, there's so many new games for you to check out every week. Today, I've got 10 of them for you. So we are going to start with the most innocent. I say innocent meaning not a lot of violence, nothing crazy like that. We're going to start with those games first, and then we're going to progressively get into more violent kind of shooter stuff, as well as, you know, kind of scary games. So if you don't like violence, you don't like scary, don't worry. Those are at the end of the video. So if you like discovering new games, please do me a solid. Hit that like button, subscribe if you are new to the series. The first game we're going to talk about is Tower World. This is by one of the builders of Break-In 2. So, you know, you've probably played that game before. It's one of the biggest games on Roblox, or at least Break-In is. And then, you know what I'm saying. This game is called Tower World. It is paid access though, so I think it's like 25 Robux, not a lot of money. This game is beautifully made. There are several towers based on difficulty, and the tower is no joke. Like, it is a pretty big tower. It takes a while to complete each tower. There's a lot of cool puzzles in this one. For example, you gotta like jump off walls, you gotta climb, you can get shrunk down so that you have to like sneak through little, you know, small areas and passageways. There's like puzzles you need to complete, so you have to press a button and, you know, open up a bridge and be able to climb up that bridge. Just so many different things. I'm not really going to spoil it, but it's a lot of fun. If you like hobbies and parkour style games, definitely check out Tower World. Our next game here is called Prototype, and this is a really cool puzzle game. It gives me like Portal vibes without being Portal, if that makes sense. So if you've ever played the game Portal, it's a non-Roblox game, although there's some variants on Roblox that are like Portal. Portal's a puzzle game as well, but instead of using portals, you're using a basically a replica drone. They call them drones. I don't really know. I always picture like a flying thing whenever people say drones, but drones can mean a number of things. But just imagine a copy or like a mirror replica of your character that as you move around, the clone moves around the same exact way. So you move forward, the clone moves forward, and so on. So you need to complete puzzles on the opposite side at the same time. So if you want to be able to unlock an area, you have to move your clone on the other side to maybe step on a button or such. And it's just, sometimes you got to navigate them to safety as well. So this game is a ton of fun. Definitely a cool one-time type game, unless they add like updates. You never know. Maybe the game will pop off and they'll want to expand on it. It does get harder though. So if you consider yourself a pretty smart person, you're going to like Prototype. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Again, it gives me Portal vibes. If you've ever played Portal, I think you're gonna dig this game. Our next game is called Please Don't Kill My Pet. And this, actually, they renamed it to Pet Royale or something. I actually like the original name. It was Please Don't Kill My Pet. And then for some reason, they renamed it. This is by Pixel Playgrounds. So if you don't know who that is Creecraft and Carl Jacobs' studio on Roblox. This is the studio that they use to develop Roblox games. And this game is pretty crazy. It's unique. I've never seen a game like this, to be honest. How this game works is you go into an arena with other players and you have a pet, right? And so at the start, you do need to pick up your pet, put it on your head, and you can carry it around. And other players can put down their pet to try to attack your pet. So the goal of the game is literally to eliminate everyone else's pets while protecting your pet. Totally unique. I've never seen a game like this. Let me know if there's like a correlation or some, you know, similar game like this that you've seen in the past, but I have not seen anything like this. It's really funny, and it's kind of dark, man. When someone's trying to kill my pet, man, I don't like that. Okay, they're trying to knock out the pet, okay? Maybe that's why they renamed it, you know, from Please Don't Kill My Pet, is it's kind of messed up thinking about your pet getting killed. So maybe they're actually just knocking out the pet, okay? Now, the interesting thing about this game is you can't kill each other. So it's all about killing the pet. I can't stop laughing. It's so dark. I'm sorry. Okay, what they mean is knock out the pet. But it's interesting. It kind of has like a little bit of a football feel to it as a result of that, but you basically need to knock out each other's pets. And the last player with their pet still alive wins. So that's pretty much the game. You can also have a draw, so you can see here at the end, I actually protected my pet. So yeah, the game's all about protecting your pet while eliminating the other's pets. Our next game here is called Rarity Miner, and this is basically, there's so many other games like this. There's like Spelunker, there's Mining Simulator, there's like dozens and dozens of games like this, but essentially it's another version of that. You know, you have a main mining area. The whole point of that is to find rare stuff, right? So you're trying to go and find rare ores, and the more you dig, and I think there's like, what, Rex Reincarnated or something like that. That's kind of the big one. Yeah, there's tons of them. But anyway, the whole point of this game is to dig and dig and dig, try to upgrade your stuff. Some of these things, like if you want to be able to craft a better pickaxe, you need certain materials like nickel, iron, copper, all that kind of stuff. And so as a result of that, you kind of have to go and find, so it's like kind of a scavenger feel to it. It's kind of like the OG RNG style games. If you think about it, like Soul's RNG is kind of the same idea. The difference is you're just kind of rolling on that one or spinning. This one, you're actually digging and trying to, mine for resources. So Rarity Miner, if you like that game, definitely check it out. Now we have a new game called Clan Wars. This is a game by Sunday. So if you know the YouTuber Sunday, but this is a game of his that he collaborated with some developers to make on Roblox, and it's pretty cool. It is newly released, so they got to work out some issues with just new player experience kind of stuff. There's some confusing stuff in here, but I'll give you the basics of how this game works. It's essentially like a Clash of Clans meets Roblox, but we've seen Clash of Clans on Roblox before. This is not like the other Clash of Clans. In my opinion, it's kind of like Minecraft meets like Faction Wars meets Clash of Clans. It's kind of unique, and the whole idea here is you need to build your base. You need to protect the king that's inside of your base. You can make generators. You can craft better generators. So there's this whole progression of upgrading your stuff, getting better stuff. It does have a bit of a learning curve. I've given the devs a lot of feedback, so hopefully they'll implement a lot of that. And if you raid, make sure you put all your stuff, all your essentials, all your extra materials, put it inside a chest, because I lost everything on my main account. That's why I have this new booking account. I lost everything, so I'm kind of stuck. So hopefully the developers will fix that, because I honestly cannot progress in the game, period. I don't even have a generator. I have nothing, and nothing's in my inventory. I have nothing, literally nothing on my account. So hopefully they'll fix that. But yeah, just don't raid until you're ready. Don't click that raid button, and don't go into a raid until you're ready. So build up your base, surround your base with multiple walls, get better walls and so on, and defend it if you have to raid. And also make sure you craft a better sword, because I kind of went into a raid earlier and I kind of died, man, and that I didn't have a sword afterwards. So don't do that. Not a good idea. Anyway, check out Clan Wars. Next up, we have a game called Serve the Colony, where you have to collect trash for your overlords and observe your chamber wildlife. So this game is basically like Lethal Company, but way simpler, which I think you're gonna like, because I liked it a lot more than all the different Lethal Company variants out there. They're kind of cool, but not really for me. I like the simplicity of this one. This one's really cool. You have a quota you need to meet for that day. So there's a timer on screen, and you need to go outside and grab all the different things with your grapple and bring it to the middle. And then you can use your this pulse gun basically to push it into the center, which it will then count the money. It is cooperative, so if someone joins the server, they're going to be able to go in and help you out. I did see some creatures out in the wild. I'm assuming they'll kill you if they make contact with you. I didn't really test that. But there are times like this really weird rage sound occurs. I don't really know what's going on with that. I'm guessing it's maybe a mob that does that to you, or you just do that no matter what. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You also have a flashlight you can hit with F. You can also drop items with backspace and such. So really cool game. It is inspired by Lethal Company, but in my opinion, way simpler. So I think this is probably one of the first Lethal Company games or inspired games that I've seen on Roblox that probably has a really good chance to blowing up, because it's just so simple. Next, we have a game called Critical Revengeance. I don't know if there is PvP in this game. I didn't really see it. I just kind of went in and there was a lot of PvE, which I really liked. So how this game works is when you first go in, if you go and move over a mob, say the slime here, it will put you into this arena. It's basically like a barrier, right? So they call it a barrier in the game, and you can't exit that barrier during the battle. So you're essentially in combat now with the slime. And the only way to attack the slime is by jumping on these little nodes that appear. You'll see a symbol appear with beams of light, and you jump around each of those, and that will cause a chance of damage. Assuming you don't miss, but you're just going to jump around and avoid their attacks while jumping on these little nodes, and that will cause damage. You've probably seen games like this on Roblox. There's several that have done it like this. Maybe they're copies of the original game that this is based on. I don't know. It doesn't say anything in the description that it was based on something. I mean, there's already 2 million visits on this game. It's less than a year old, so definitely check out Critical Revengeance. It's a lot of fun. I liked it. And you can get, progressively more powerful. You can also update your skills and get more damage and such. So I'll link this game and all the others in the description below. So if you're trying to find the game, just go to the description. You'll find all of them. Now we're starting to get into more violent games, and these were a lot of fun. So the first one is Darkdivers, and this is a game inspired by Helldivers 2. If you don't know what Helldivers 2 is, it's a popular game on Steam right now. There's a lot of controversy. We're not even going to get into that because this is a Roblox video. But that game is popular on Steam right now. This game is based on it. So basically what you do is you dive down to the planet, and you need to kill a bunch of mobs there and complete the mission. So currently there are 2 different planets that you can dive down to. There's something like, I think, Dark Moon, and there's another one that has like a weird name to it. Both of them have their own like mobs that you have to handle. I think the Moon one is a little bit easier. They got like these raptors and T-Rex looking, you know, mobs. Way easier in my opinion. But this game, you got multiple weapons. You can also upgrade your weapons later on inside the lobby and go up to the shop. You have to spend points. So I think you only get points through completing missions, and you know, you can get better weapons. There's like a sniper rifle. I think I saw someone with like a rocket cannon at one point. But there's a lot of weapons. I don't really know how to get them yet, but I want to unlock them because they're so cool. There's another planet that was a lot harder. There's like these like insect kind of like creatures. It felt like very Starship Troopers, if you know what that is. It's a lot harder in my opinion. They also have these like underground like burrowers, kind of like the dune worm, like the sandworms. So there's a lot of cool mobs in this game. A lot of fun. Next up, we have a game called Enforcement. This is a pretty cool shooter. I didn't even know this existed, but that's the whole point of the series. But Enforcement is essentially a Phantom Forces meets Call of Duty meets Arsenal style game. You do have kill streaks. I didn't even notice the kill streaks, but there's all kinds of gadgets. There's like trip mines. There's multiple ways you can kill other people in this game. And every single time I played, it was TDM. I don't know if there's other game modes. I don't really like the prone aspect of it because players can go prone and it's kind of hard to see them because they jump through the walls while prone, making their, you know, their bodies smaller. So you can't really hit them very easily. But, you know, otherwise it feels very Arsenal. It also feels a little bit of Phantom Forces without Phantom Forces, if that makes sense. You can also pick up other people's, you know, weapons after they die. So if you want to try out a new weapon, you can do that. I didn't really explore any of like the loadouts and upgrades and different weapons and different, you know, kill streaks and such. But I did hop in and I liked what I saw. So pretty good responsive controls, very Arsenal feel to the game, very fast paced. So if you like a fast paced shooter and you're just looking for something while you wait for the next Arsenal game, definitely check this one out. Next up, we have a game that I held back because I had so many games the last couple of weeks, but I found this one multiple weeks ago through my friend Wadi, who runs Roblox Underrated Games. This game is called Monsters Local. It is a story-based kind of puzzle-style horror game where your dog went missing, and you need to go and try to track it down and see what happened to it and try to find them. You're trying to save your dog, basically, from monsters. And so it's pretty dark. I don't really want to like spoil anything. I know a lot of you don't like that, so I'm not going to really show a whole lot of this game. All I'll say is it's kind of creepy. It is cool. It feels very feels like a movie, like you're actually inside of a movie. So definitely go check out Monsters Local if you like story-based games, especially scary ones. I'll link it in the description. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for everyone recommending new games, by the way. Also, if you want to recommend your own games, you can join my Discord at discord.gg/tvplays. I have a new games basically forum in there you can go and submit games to. You can also tweet me at Dark Viper if you have any game links, or you can go and put them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.